Good morning or good afternoon now, whatever time of the day it is for people. Um, really, we're just going to spend today to discuss how we're going to prepare and support the conference and what's needed of us, how we can show up. If you haven't shared registrations with people, what that looks like. So, really, I'm going to let staff take over and just tell us what they need of us. And then we can go through the awards of excellence as well today and how we favored out in that. If anybody has any feedback or questions about that process, we can also discuss that as well. Sound good?
You ready?
Okay.
And thanks, guys, for being here. To start off the conference, Candace is out today, but pretty much she's working through getting assignments together for volunteer events, things like that, etc. I know Jim also sent out an email earlier this week, perhaps, with some instructions. So if you guys have any questions, I can go ahead and take those and see if I can answer them. But those are pretty much the big oversight over updates.
Okay. And then I have a follow-up question. Who all plans on being there in person from our team, y'all? I'm sorry, that's not an Anthony question, just Krista, LaShawn, do you plan on being there?
I will be there.
Okay.
I will not be Sunday, but I will be Monday.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be there Sunday and Monday. I think that's the first time that's ever worked out for me. So, okay. And then so that's just me telling you, Anthony, if you need us to do something on those days, just let us know.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then just moving on to awards of excellence. We announced the winners not too long ago. Thanks, Lizzie. Shout out to her for putting it in the newsletter, and also Candace, who helped with putting banners together. And shout out to you guys for also doing the reviews and going through that process. I really appreciate that. Here are the winners: St. Mary Episcopal, Central Magnet, Fairview Elementary, and Springfield High School. Right now, we're getting the banners printed, kind of do that, and also coordinating with schools right now on their attendance. So just working behind the scenes to do all that. But overall, thanks again for that. We did have, go ahead. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead. You say what you're
Real
gonna say.
quick. We just did have a few schools just kind of ask for feedback. So with you guys' permission, what I'll do is just kind of go through you guys' surveys and just kind of clean up the feedback. I don't want to send it, the way you guys wrote it. But if you guys have any suggestions on the way you guys would want to do that, let me know. But we'll also provide them feedback for those who did ask for it. And that's all I have.
No, I feel comfortable with you providing the feedback however you see fit once you go through it. I don't know if we all or if any of us wrote it for it to go directly back to the recipient, but I trust that y'all are gonna do whatever you need to do and make it a way that's digestible for those who are gonna receive it. I did want to take a moment and ask, did anybody have any quick feedback regarding the review process? If you found it tedious or overwhelming, anything that you wanted to share?
I don't know if it's helpful or not, and it could be, I don't know. One thing that I did as I was going through all of the applications and all the documents and all of this, I created kind of a spreadsheet for myself to kind of keep all of my notes and thoughts on all the different categories and all the ways that we were scoring them, to kind of keep it all in one place so that I didn't have to keep going back and forth between the form, the documents, and everywhere else where I was keeping my thoughts. So I don't know if it would be helpful to share kind of that template that I created for potential use in the future. If that's problematic for an open records, from an open records perspective, I will totally understand. If it's best to not keep our notes in a digital file. But again, it was just something that I used for myself. Um, it wasn't shared out anywhere. But it was just a tool that I created. So I found that to be helpful for me. Um, so if it would be helpful for anyone else in the future, I'm happy to share that with you all.
Thanks for that, Krista. I personally can't speak to open records if what that does for that. Um, but I also had to do a little side separate thing. So even if we, I guess, can't share a template, we could at least make that suggestion at the beginning to do such a thing. Sorry, Jim, I see you come off mute.
Yeah, I was gonna, and I apologize. I'm traveling, so I'm on my phone, so I'm off camera. But um, I think it would be useful to share what you've developed, Krista, and we can take a look at it. I mean, it's like any state agency, just about anything we get is subject to um, open records requirements. But I mean, we can remove identifying information about the particular reviewers so that we could provide essentially anonymous information if anybody requested it. And typically what we do anyway is if someone requests feedback, we would just kind of combine all of the reviewer feedback into a single document without any identifiers of who said what, just so that they could have the feedback and improve for the next time. So I think it would be worthwhile, Krista, for you to share what you've developed, and then we can take a look at it and see if we can integrate it into the next go round.
Yeah, sure. I'll share just like the blank template. It's nothing fancy. It was just a place for me to house all my thoughts all in one place. And it also made it helpful when I was going to enter my data or my responses in the form. It was helpful for me to kind of just look in one place and know where I landed on the scoring. So then I didn't have to make that decision when I was looking at the form itself. I had already made that decision as I was reviewing all the information and had put my notes on in a separate place. So like I said, it was helpful for me, but I'll share that template, the blank template with you all. What's the best way of sharing that? Like who would need to receive that?
Feel free to send it over to me and I can send it out to everybody.
Okay,
If you want to include Destiny on it, that'd be great.
sure.
Great suggestion. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Krista. Anyone else have any more insight? Okay, now y'all know when y'all silent, that means that we're doing great and we're going to keep doing the process until someone says something otherwise. So if y'all feel differently, I guess check back in when review comes back next time. Sooner rather than later, because it'd be more purposeful to have the information in advance. Okay, I see banners on here. I know you mentioned that briefly, Anthony. Did you want to show them the proof, or were you just mentioning that we had them ordered?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
Give me 1 second to pull it up.
thanks.
Alrighty. Are you guys able to see that?
Yes.
So these are the proofs for this year. Um, 9 inches by 13.5. And we'll have these for the conference this year.
Look great.
Krista, did you say they looked great?
Someone said they looked great. I also think they look great. I was gonna uh, commend the person who chose the font, that it's not like Comic Sans or Papyrus or anything like that. So great work.
Shout out to the staff. I don't know who's that could have been Patricia, sorry.
It was me, LaShan.
Oh, but see, that's why I can't be multitasking. My bad, Shan.
No, you're fine.
Okay, well, I'm glad y'all like them, particularly because it's already ordered, but I'm really glad y'all like them because it's nice to know that y'all like the design. So, yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Anthony.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Did you guys have any questions for us regarding conference, AOE, or anything else like that? Want to make sure we didn't miss anything.
For me personally, my only question is always like, how do you need us? Like, what do you need of us? So we can just plan accordingly. But I heard you say that Candace is working on the roles and she'll send that out. So that's the only questions I really had about conference. And then I'm assuming you all still want us to share those out. Have the numbers improved since our last email communications? Do you know that information?
Numbers and proofs.
I'm sorry, no, have our numbers improved of attendees? Like,
Say
have
that
they
one more time.
increased? Have our numbers increased for
Oh, have the
attendees?
numbers increased? That's a good question. Lizzie, do you know that by chance, or Jen?
The last time I looked was, I think late last week, and the numbers were still low. I think we were in the low 50s. But I haven't looked this week to see if they've gone up.
That's okay, that's helpful. Thank you. That's all I had about conference. Okay, well, I think that might be it, and it might be a really short meeting based off these updates and no questions. Holding space for anybody else who may have something. Krista, LaShan, Patricia.
I'm good.
Nothing on my end.
Okay, well, Anthony, you can, I guess I can end it, but thank y'all for being here. I have nothing else to add. I'll see y'all in a couple weeks. But Anthony, if you need something of us before then, please let us know.
Thank you guys, and thank you, Dustin. Appreciate you guys being here, and hope you guys have a good weekend ahead, and stay warm.
Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.